2,000 years ago, I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I will be back here. I will be back here. And I will be back with vengeance.
I saw all these people die.
I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. I'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Doing whatever it takes. I like this one.
What did we just witness? What in the world did we just witness? Did Coach McVay out-coach Kyle Shanahan today? Let me say it again. Did Coach McVay out-coach Kyle Shanahan today? Is Kyle Shanahan the problem or this defense? We'll talk about that right after this. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your host, Niner Sickness, with another Niner Sickness podcast. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what did we just witness today? What a terrible outcome and product that the Niners put on the field today. Now, there were some positive moments. There was a certain player that I will mention a little bit later that really stepped up. But for the most part, this defense was nowhere to be found. Brandon Ayuk, might as well put him on a milk carton because he was nowhere to be found. I am frustrated, not because we lost, but how we lost. Listen, I understand that injuries are part of football and losing games are part of football. I get it. But it's how you lose that gets me going. The Niners were leading by 14 points in the first quarter. And Kyle Shanahan decides to be cute and throw the ball. Did you guys know he threw the ball more than McVay did? And McVay was behind the 8 ball by 14 points, and he still ran the ball more disciplined than Kyle Shanahan. Now, I am a huge defender of Kyle Shanahan. I'm always putting or saying, that no, Kyle Shanahan doesn't need to get fired. We don't need to get rid of Shanahan. But today's coaching by Kyle was very questionable. Very, very questionable. If you're 14 points up, why not just run the damn ball down their throats? Now, they were missing a lot of players. They were missing their 2-star receivers. We were missing Debo and Kittle and CMC. But we did not lose today. The Niners did not lose because they did not have Kittle, Debo, or CMC. We lost, in my opinion, because the damn defense couldn't stop a freaking cold. All right, before I go on, let me say hello to some of you that are in here. What's up, Daniel Barry Sports is in the house. How you doing, brother? We got Jimmy in the house. What's up, Jimmy? We got Luis Moreno in the house. What's up, Luis Moreno? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Make sure to wipe your feet before entering and smash that like button for your boy Niner sickness. I would appreciate that. We got a Rams fan in the house. We got my girl, my little sis, Melissa. She says, love you, Beto and Renee Luna, checking out for a few days. For a few days. Hey, I just want to, on that note, now that my girl Melissa's on here watching, before she goes, I just want to say, before I get into all the negatives, I want to start off on a good note. Juwan freaking Jennings. Juwan freaking Jennings had the best game of his career as a Niner. Juwan freaking Jennings. What did he have? Give me a second. Make sure I don't go ahead of myself. Juwan Freak, he had 11 receptions for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. Let me say it again. You did not hear that wrong. Juwan freaking Jennings had his best game as a Niner with 11 receptions, 175 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I don't even think Debo would have gotten that, to be honest with you, if he played. So the fact that Jennings stepped up and balled out, we did not lose this game because of Debo being out, CMC being out, and Kittle. Jennings did enough to get this game on the winning column. Bad coaching for the most part. Special teams got to go. I don't like our special teams coach at all. That fake kick that the Rams did caught everybody on special teams slipping. And I felt that the momentum kind of changed at that point. At that point, I felt the momentum changed.
I'm not sure what went wrong.
Because of that play. Give me a second. Ronnie Bell can't catch the ball. Listen, a lot of people want to talk about Purdy. Purdy this, Purdy that. Purdy didn't play well. Purdy played well, in my opinion. Did he have a couple of throws that he would have taken back? Absolutely. That fumble. But the guy was running for yards. He was throwing the ball. He threw the ball right in the hands of Ronnie Bell. Right in the hands of Ronnie Bell. And Ronnie Bell could not make that catch. He took his eyes off the ball because he saw the defender coming. Ricky Parcell, please get on the field as soon as you can. This guy, Ronnie Bell, it is trash. He is trash, in my opinion. Yeah. Moody missing the field goal didn't do us any favors. Now, I still put it on the defense. Now, would it have helped if Jake Moody would have made that field goal? Absolutely. The fact that he missed the field goal, and then in one play, and one single play, Matthew Stafford throws the ball to Outwell, whatever his name is. For all I've been hearing from content creators of the Rams, every Rams content creator that I speak to or spoken to have told me that number 5 sucks for the Rams. Every Rams content creator never had anything positive to say about their number 5 receiver. Tutu Atwell. Tutu Atwell can't catch the ball. Tutu Atwell sucks. Every Rams creator are always complaining about him. And yet, our defense and our defensive coordinator chooses to make him look like a pinchy Hall of Famer. Makes him look like a Hall of Famer. The guy was catching everything. The guy was catching everything thrown his way. So disappointed in the San Francisco 49ers today. So disappointed in the defense. Our pass rush was doing their job. Our secondary. Listen, I understand Jimmy Ward. I knew I was going to say that. Charvarius Ward was playing hurt. And it showed. Charvarius Ward playing hurt. It showed big time. It showed big time on the field today. And Isaac Yiadom, he got burnt a few times. The defense in the backfield could not stop the Rams. Symmetry 7, what's up, brother? What's up, Symmetry? Welcome to the channel, my friend. The Niners couldn't stop anybody on that Rams offense. I mean, how do you leave number 5 wide open? Brock Purdy did everything he could to try to win this game. Garindo was running the ball well. Props to Garindo. Jordan Mason was running the ball. He was averaging 4.1 per carry. We had a lead, and Kyle decides to throw the ball. I put this on Kyle today. I put it on Kyle. Kyle decides to throw the ball instead of running the ball. Kyle, what are you doing? I defend you all the time, Kyle. I am always defending you, Kyle. Always. Now, am I ready to fire Kyle? No. But did Kyle get out coached today by Sean McVay? Absolutely. Sean McVay, even though he was down by 14 points, he stuck to the run. He ran the ball 25 times, I believe. And what did we do? Throw, throw, throw. Jennings was the best, had his best performance as a Niner since Terrell Owens. Jennings stepped up, man. When you need it, just like Tutu Atwell stepped up today for the Rams, Juwan Jennings stepped up for us. How do you, first you missed the field goal, Jake Moody, and then in one play, you allow Tutu Atwell to get down the field, Ward, for that big play. Nice George Kittle jersey in the background. Thank you, Jimmy. We got Alex G. Escalator gang. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Niners lost. They did not deserve to win today. I am not defending the Niners at all today. And if you want to talk shit about the Niners, today is the day you can do it, man, because I will not defend my team today. Not after this loss. As long as you don't keep it personal or you don't attack me or my viewers, Niners are open game on my show today because they deserve it. Butterfinger Bell. Yeah, King. That was a crucial first down play. That would have given us the first down and momentum going forward. And he dropped it. He was all alone, and he dropped it. Yeah, that fake kick was a turning point. It caught off. I don't like our special teams coordinator. I don't. Never have, never will. They caught us. Hey, I hate to say this, but I got to give the Rams kudos for making that call deep in their area. And they went out and scored on that drive. And the rest is history. Yes, sir. We definitely miss Greenlaw more than people might realize. Number 59 is not doing it for me. DFF fell on his face. The dude had an open tackle. And what did DFF do? He fell and ate dirt. DFF is trash, in my opinion. Maybe I'm being a little harsh. Maybe I'm being harsh today. I don't care. Maybe my emotions is running with me today. I don't care. Tomorrow, once I sleep on it, I may have a different outlook. I may have a different outtake tomorrow. But today, I am disappointed in my squad, and I am not defending anybody that is not worthy of being defended today. Fire Sorensen. He hasn't shown me nothing. Luis Moreno. Normally I would argue with you. No, let's not fire him. And I'm still not willing to fire him right now. But he has not shown it. Now, to his credit, D'Amico Ryans took half of the season to starting to figure out what he wanted to do. D'Amico Ryans took about half a season to be able to get his, what's the word I'm looking for? His style of coaching, if you will. But so far, Luis, Nick Sorensen has not been impressive at all. And if you came in this show to hear positive things about the Niners, and that's it, you're at the wrong place. I will give Jawan Jennings credit for having an excellent game. Mason had another good game. Props to Garindo. Brock Purdy was Brock Purdy. He was out there trying to do everything he could to win the game. But when Bell drops the ball, that's not on Purdy. In fact, that was pretty ugly there, Ronnie Bell. Hufanga was up and down. I'm glad he's healthy now. Hopefully he'll find his groove soon. Props, and I'm glad you brought him up, brother. That's another good note. Hufanga made it through the game and played, for the most part, pretty well. I mean, he missed a lot. Yeah, I agree with this comment. If I would close my eyes and not look at the number, I thought I was looking at Isaiah Oliver. Good point there, Symmetry. Papa in the house. What's up, Papa? The defense definitely sucked today. Now, we put pressure, but not enough. We got 3 sacks. Give props to Malik Collins. Is starting to find his groove in this defense. That's a positive note. Malik Collins is starting to find himself in this defense, and the more he gets comfortable, the better he will play. He showed up and showed out today. Hargrave played well. Bosa didn't register any sacks, but the guy was everywhere and he was putting pressures like no other. Leonard Floyd could have did a little bit more, in my opinion, but the linebacking core, besides Fred Warner, was trash. The linebackers besides Fred Warner was trash today, in my opinion, or I should say played like trash. The secondary gave up way too many big plays. Way too many plays for my liking. What's up, David Williams? Welcome, brother. Get ready. Get ready. I think you mean to get rid of. I think that's what you mean to say. Get rid of Ronnie Bell. New backfield. Broke. Played. Broke. You're messing with me, David Williams. You're really messing with me today. Let me read it as I think you meant to write it. Get rid of Ronnie Bell. New backfield. Brock played great. I think that's what you meant to say. Our defense sucked, and half of the Rams starters weren't even playing. Yeah. Yep. You know, don't be sorry for me, bro. I'm good. We lost today. We deserve to lose. We play like crap. Our defense played like crap. Your team was a better team today. So you don't got to be sorry for me. We did not deserve to win after the way the defense and special teams performed today. I'm not even going to be mad at the OC. The offense did their part. But unfortunately for us, not our defense. Kyle should have stuck to the run, in my opinion. Kyle should have stayed to the run game and not pass as much. Today, I can't speak for yesterday or in the future, but today, in my opinion, Kyle Shanahan got outcoached by Sean McVay. You got to win today, bro. And congratulations to your win. But our defense did not play the way they're meant to play. Now, if you want to make that sound like an excuse, so be it. Our defense played like caca. So, and we only lost by 3 points. Now, the key word is loss. But our defense should have played better. Normally, I would have said, man, we lost because we didn't have Debo, Kittle, or CMC. But that wasn't the case, in my opinion. I think Jawan Jennings, with 175 yards, 3 TDs, was enough to win on offense. But the defense couldn't stop nobody. Yep. I couldn't disagree with you more, Luis. They definitely were punked today. Yep. Our defensive coordinator and our defense not be able to get off the field, and Kyle running the ball, passing the ball more than he should have, in my opinion. It's not like we couldn't run the ball. Mason had it was averaging 4.1 per carry. So it was more, in my opinion, Kyle trying to pass and be cute than sticking to the run. Rudy didn't tell me nothing. Rudy told me nothing. Ramley Ty. My name is Ramley Ty, and I'm a Rudy fan. Look at me. What's up, David Williams? Respect right back at you, brother. Hey, congratulations on the W. You finally beat us when it counted on a regular season game. And we'll see how the season ends. But you guys are 2-1, and we are 1-2. It is what it is. Thank you, Alex G. Yes, he is. He turned out, hey, listen, Tutu Outwell. I don't know about you here in the chat, but a lot of Ram creators told me that Tutu Outwell was not a good receiver. Rudy always says, I want to get rid of Tutu Outwell. Rudy's always saying he wants to get rid of Tutu Outwell. Maybe you might want to hold on to him a little bit longer. Because our defense made him look like a Hall of Famer. No bang bang today. It looks like that. It definitely looks that way. Definitely looks like no bang bang. Niner gang today for sure. The Purdy fumble late in the second quarter was big too. It sucked that he fumbled, but everything that I got out of Purdy, that's what I want my quarterback to do. The way he ran for a couple of first downs, the way he extended the plays. Brock Purdy, other than fumbling in the late second quarter, and actually, it wasn't really Brock Purdy's fault. I'm not even going to get into our offensive line. Covid McKivitz is caca. Covid McKivitz is caca. The Niners better do something about that offensive line this offseason. But it's only week 3, too early to talk about anything like that. But the fact that McKivitz allowed that pass rusher to get by, that wasn't really on Brock Purdy, man. Now, Brock Purdy should have been a little bit more aware. But I give my hats off to Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy played one hell of a game. Kudos. Flowers to Brock Purdy. Flowers to Joanne Jennings. Flowers to Jordan Mason. And Gorindo. And I just officially put Brandon Ayuk's face on a milk carton. I just put it on the milk carton. Because he was nowhere to be found today when we needed him. The Seahawks played a Miami team without a quarterback. They played a Miami team without a quarterback. They are 3-0. Can't take that away from them. But it's too early to say if they're winning the division. What's up, Leslie? Long time no see. Good to see you. I have a question. Has any DC been fired 3 games into the season? And congrats to the Rams. They deserve that win. I've heard coordinators getting fired. Have they got fired as early as 3 games? Probably not, that I'm aware of. But it's not looking good for one Nick Sorensen. It's not looking good for him. His game adjustments wasn't that great. Well, Papa, in a sense, he outcoached our coordinator, yes. The reason why I say he outcoached Kyle is because the Rams were down 14 points and they stuck to the run. They stuck to what they wanted to do. Kyle went off script, in my opinion. Kyle went off script, decided to get cute, and it hurt us at the end. Right now, Brandon Ayuk is in a milk carton, in my opinion. Look at you. The only thing I'm going to look at is that little cute little baby of yours. But all that yellow, all that blue and yellow looks ugly. Rudy is like a broken clock. Even a broken clock can be right twice a day. Ooh-wee. Come on, Papa. Papa. There you go, Papa. But again, that fumble was from poor O-line protection. He proved himself to be an elite quarterback today. Absolutely correct, Leslie. 100% correct. Brindo. Oh, don't get me started on Brindo, bro. From good to bad, in my opinion, okay? Not just in today's game, but generously. Okay? Trent Williams, good. Aaron Banks, semi-good. Brindo, bad. Pooney, good. McKivitz, caca. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. I don't understand why Kyle doesn't like to play rookies as much. I mean, if Brindle is showing the Niners that he is the best option right now, what we have on the team, what does that say for the backups? Jake Brindle is caca, and he is obviously the best option that we have. What does that say for the kids behind him? Yep. They haven't really played. Now, given they won all 3 games. So credit to the Rams. Credit to the new head coach, McDonald, whatever his name is, for being 3-0. But it's still too early to tell. You're welcome, brother. And again, for all the Ram fans that are listening to me, this is your time to talk about your Rams and talk trash about the Niners. There's nothing that I can say other than, long as you're not disrespectful, which you're not, and you keep it strictly football, then hey, talk your shit. Talk your shit. You won today. You guys are 2-1. We're 1-2. You guys will be second in the division. I believe we will be last, if not third. Nobody's turning on the panic button. At least I'm not. I am not panicking. I am not getting crazy with the idea that we're not going to go far. But I can say this. The Niners need to get their head out of their What's up, Jose Avila? What's up, Beto? I am being honest, man. I am sick and tired that our head coach can never close out games. This is a trend. I give him plenty of passes. Time to move on. I don't know if I'm ready to move on, but I can understand your frustration. I can definitely understand your frustration, Jose. Definitely understand your frustration. What's up, Daniel Cantu in the house? What's up, brother? You guys make sure to hit the like button if you guys haven't hit it already. Appreciate it. Daniel Cantu says, it seems like Brandon got paid $30 million and he doesn't want to play where they are. Well, I don't know if he doesn't want to play well. Listen, we've seen it with Debo. Remember when Debo held out? People don't realize how important mini camp is, training camp is, all those extra reps help. When Debo was going to get paid, he held out. He did not have his best season. Last year, Bosa held out. And right before game 1, he did not have his best season. And now it appears that Ayuk, who also held out, is showing that he may not have the best season. But it is still early to tell. But if I would have told you that Juwan Jennings would outplay Brandon Ayuk or if I told you the 2 receivers today were Brandon Ayuk and Juwan Jennings, one of them had 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. A lot of you, including myself, probably would have guessed it was going to be Brandon Ayuk. Not to take nothing away from Juwan Jennings. I am liking more and more me of some Juwan Jennings. I am glad the Niners signed him. I am glad the Niners brought him back. Imagine if Juwan Jennings. Now, we did lose the game today, so it kind of sucks. But imagine if we didn't have Juwan Jennings. the Rams probably would have blew us out. Because you wrote, Jose wrote it twice. I need more evidence. We lost the Super Bowl because of horrible play calls, and at the end of the game from Coach K, and again the next year. So Coach Kyle, and the next year. So I'm done with him. Last year, in my personal opinion, Jose, we lost because, for one, that special teams play on the muff punt, the Chiefs were not moving the ball at all onto the muff punt. That changed the course of the game. And then your linebacker, Greenlaw, he is running onto the field and he gets hurt. Those two things are devastating for the morale of a team. Now, did Kyle Shanahan have some questionable calls? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I personally don't think that we lost the game because of Kyle questionable calls. I think losing Greenlaw and that muff punt was a little bit too much to overcome against a good team like the Chiefs, and particularly with a head coach like Andy Reid and a quarterback stature of Patrick Mahomes. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for keeping it respectful. Good luck to the rest of your season with your Rams, bro. Enjoy your win. Enjoy the win, brother. We'll see you at Levi's down the road. The Cowboys lost to the Ravens today? That's a good thing. Who did the Raiders play? Did the Raiders play a good team today? We're both 1-2, and you guys are in last. Seattle, Arizona, Ram, Niners. Oh, you guys were 0-2. That's right. That's right. Oh, that makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you. Actually, that does. Actually, that makes me feel really, really better. Much better. I thought you guys were 2-1. But you guys are 1-2 as well. All right. Thank you for clearing that up. I honestly thought you guys were 1-1 coming into this game. At least to this point. I think I might have said in a couple of videos you guys were 0-2. So I knew you guys were 0-2, but for some reason in today's game, I thought you guys were 1-1 and therefore moving up to 2-1. So we're both 1-2. So we are in last place because Arizona lost, and that puts them at what? 1-2 as well. So actually, the whole NFC West is still wide open. Interesting. Look, I'm also not pushing the panic button. We are a great football team for years on paper and on the field. And remember, we're going to get a lot of our guys back. We're definitely missing Greenlaw. We're missing CMC. The spirit that CMC brings in the field, the energy that Kittle brings. You can tell the energy just wasn't there without Kittle. But I got to give it to Jawan Jennings, man. If Jawan Jennings continues to get better like he has, and then you add Debo and hopefully Ayuk starts stepping up, and then you add CMC, I like our chances. So I am with you. I am nowhere near pushing the panic button. And now that I got reminded that the Rams are only 1-2, I honestly, for a moment, thought they were 2-1, which to me makes a huge difference between being 2-1 and being also 1-2, tied. Even though we're last, which is okay in the division, but we're all 1-2, except the Seahawks. The people that want to get rid of Shanahan. Okay, but who do we that's the $1 million question, Luis. I understand people get frustrated. I understand people don't like the idea that Shanahan makes some questionable calls. But at the end of the day, who do you have to replace Kyle Shanahan's performance or coaching style? And I don't want to hear someone that hasn't coached before. I don't care about potential upside in a coach. Well, they should hire this coach because he looks like he can be good. I don't care about that. You're telling me that we're bringing Andy Reid? Get rid of Shanahan. You're telling me you're bringing in Mike Tomlin from the Steelers? Maybe I will listen to the idea of getting rid of Kyle. But if you're going to tell me this coach, this defensive coordinator, or that offensive coordinator, or that defensive coordinator or that linebacker coach has the potential to be a good head coach or a good coordinator, no. Nope. I cannot go based on potential. Either they show me they are better right now than Kyle. I'm not getting rid of Kyle at all. They lost to the oh, but that's right. The Red Rifle was the quarterback today. If I'm not mistaken, it was the Red Rifle who took over at quarterback. Oh, dang, they won their first game under him. I feel bad for the kid from Alabama. If they keep winning with the Red Rifle, and you imagine they took him instead of the kid that went to the Texans. It's kind of like the 49ers, right? We took Alex Smith instead of Aaron Rodgers. So if anybody knows how the Carolina feels, it's definitely us. Or did we forget about that? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I don't want to be, am I blurry or am I tripping? There we go. Oh, let me go back to this. Seahawks 3-0, Arizona 1-2, LA 1-2, and San Fran 1-2. Okay. Thank you, Alex. Honestly, I hate to say as of right now, just today, the way we were playing football, we are the worst team in the NFC West. Just being a football fan, looking at it, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And anybody that argues with you is wrong. Based on today's performance, not on what's on paper, not about the superstars that we have or don't have. Based on today's performances, we are the worst team. This is why we are less or last, not less. We are come on now, spit it out right. We are last in our division. So that's not a far-fetched comment there, Jose. Yes, he has. And he finally stepped up today in a full game. I mean, he has had spots here and there where he's played good. But today, he showcased that he is a top receiver. I mean, this guy's a 7th round pick out of Tennessee. And he had 11 receptions for 175 yards, 3 TDs on a day that the team did not have Debo, Christian McCaffrey, or Kittle. Props to the kid for stepping up. Very proud of the young man, Juwan Jennings, for sure. If there's a silver lining today in this loss, is that we finally got to see what Juwan Jennings can do if they throw him the ball and put him into the packages in the game plan. Yeah, they were hurt worse than us. They definitely were hurt worse than us. Kudos. Matthew Stafford put the team on his back. Matthew Stafford arguably is the best quarterback in the West. Brock Purdy's right behind him. Then Kyle Murray. Then Geno Smith. And Matthew Stafford, being the veteran that he is, he put the team on his back and willed that win. Our defense helped Matthew Stafford, but Matthew Stafford turned Tutu Atwell into a freaking Hall of Fame receiver, at least for today. Yeah, I hear you, the frustration, bro. I don't like some of the calls that Kyle makes, but until I know who is replacing Kyle and what his resume is, I am not moving from Kyle. And again, I don't want a coach that may have potential to be great, but hasn't done shit in the NFL yet over Kyle. Not right now. Now, when Kyle, before Kyle was a head coach, no, he was unproven, but he came to a team that he built alongside John Lynch. This is a loaded roster. You do not want to fire Kyle and bring another coach, and now they got to learn the whole system. They got to relearn everything. Nope. I cannot, within my own right mind, understand why people want Kyle fired, even though Kyle didn't do good today, for the most part. But to me, the coach that failed the most was Nick Sorensen. If there's a coach that could be fired or should be fired, maybe, I doubt it as well. It could be Nick Sorensen, but not Kyle. It wasn't Kyle's fault that Ronnie Bell dropped the ball. It was right in the basket, and he dropped it. That wasn't Kyle's fault. Listen, again, a loss is a loss. Two things about the loss. It sucks to lose, period. But it even sucks to lose more to the Rams, right? A division game. But if there's a silver lining, I am confident that JJ or Juwan Jennings, however you want to see him as, is definitely a receiver that defensive coordinators are going to have to respect. So when we have Debo, When we have a healthy Debo, a healthy Ayuk, well, Ayuk's healthy. But when we have the old Ayuk, once he's back into the game, a healthy Kittle, now defensive coordinators have to give an account for Jawan freaking Jennings. If they don't, Jawan will make them pay. Will make them pay for sure. The Raiders lost to Carolina. I grew up with the Panthers, head coach Dave Canales in Carson, California. Oh, okay. Well, great win for the Panthers. The Red Rifle stepped in and handled business. I'm happy for I feel bad for the young kid, Bryce Young. But I think they made a mistake in drafting the kid. Although CJ Stroud, hey, I don't know about you guys, but that wasn't a coincidence losing to the Vikings last week. The Vikings look like the real deal. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it that freaking Sam Darnold will be playing the way he's playing right now? Freaking Sam Darnold is playing with fire in his head. I normally don't give kudos to other teams other than my Niners. I'm a Niner fan for life. I got a tattoo right there. I got a tattoo right there. And I got a tattoo right, where is it? In this hand? Oh, right here. 3 tattoos of the Niners. I love my Niners. But I love football, and I will give credit where credit is due. Coach has his team playing good over there in Minnesota. The defense looks good. Special teams looks good. And their offense looks good. The NFC North better watch out. Everybody's looking at the Detroit Lions and the Packers. They better keep an eye open for the Vikings. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, did I read this one? Every year between September and November, fans want 100% correct, my friend. 100% correct. They want to fire Kyle between September and November. Very good point, Symmetry. Beto, it's providing overtime coach. Kyle has cost us many games, especially important game. Next year, we're going to start a rebuild year. Shut your mouth. And I mean that in a respectful way. Jose, I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say shut your mouth, but shut your mouth. I don't want to rebuild, bro. I hear you. I hear you. Now, if they do happen to go into a rebuild mode, then I will listen to maybe getting another head coach. But while this roster is still together, we got to either keep losing or win it finally with Coach Kyle Shanahan. I think next season it'll be a little too early to rebuild yet. I think once Trent Williams retires, we might have that discussion. Unless they pull another rabbit out of a hat. Remember when Joe Staley retired? Joe Staley retired, and they brought Trent Williams in, didn't miss a beat. And matter of fact, gave us better play at that position. Can the Niners do it again? We shall see. We shall see. A lot of teams passed up on Bill Belichick, Jose. You got to remember, there were teams that needed head coaches this year, and they passed on Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick has 6 rings, but he had Tom Brady. Let's not forget that. He had Tom freaking Brady, the GOAT of quarterbacks. He's old school. This is my opinion. If I want to move from Kyle, I want to go to a younger coach. A coach that is willing to take chances. A coach that is willing to change with time. I think Bill Belichick, as great as he is, he's old school. I don't know if the players of today can really adapt to his type of coaching. I want the Sean McVays. I want the Kyle Shanahans. I want what's the name of the coach of the Packers? I want those type of coaches. Plus, I want an offensive genius as a head coach. I love defensive coordinators, but I am not huge on defensive coordinators becoming head coaches, in my personal opinion. I mean, should a Kyle run the ball more? Absolutely, especially with the lead. But honestly, Jose, I'm not defending Kyle too much. I was pissed off at I started talking about Kyle in the beginning of this show. So and I understand how you feel, bro, and I respect that. But this had a lot to do with the defense. The defense did not perform like we are accustomed to seeing them play. I did not like the adjustments or the lack of adjustments, if you will, in behalf of Nick Sorensen. And I think personally, that was what hurt us more than what Kyle did. Now, did Kyle make some questionable calls? Yes. But did we lose because of Kyle? I don't think so. I mean, I am not mad at your point there, Jose. I am not mad in seeing Bill Belichick and John Lynch team up. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Bill Belichick would want power. I think he would want to be the coach and GM. I think Bill Belichick would want to be the coach and GM of the 49ers. I don't know if he'll play well with John Lynch, personally. Could be wrong. Matt LaFleur, yes. Matt LaFleur, the Sean McVays, the Shanahans. Who else am I missing that is pretty good? Now, Andy Reid is an old coach too. But Andy Reid has what Bill Belichick had. He has Patrick Mahomes as Bill Belichick had Tom Brady. Tom Brady moved on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and won a Super Bowl. After Tom left, what happened to Bill? He got fired. So that should tell us who needed who more. What's up, John? Welcome, brother. Thank you for wiping your feet and smashing that like button for your boy, Niner Sickness. Appreciate it. Jose's like, I'm tired of going around in circles with you, Niner Sickness. Garnett, I hear your frustration, bro. I hear your frustration. Look, if they bring in Bill Belichick next year, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it. I don't see it happening. I think they will want to go younger, more a hip type of coach. But to your point, he does have 6 Super Bowls underneath him. Can he work with Brock Purdy as he did with Tom Brady? Maybe. Maybe. If there was a current, let's say I wanted to replace Kyle Shanahan. And let's say, and I'm going to go against what I just said a minute ago. So it's going to sound like I'm contradicting myself. But listen to me for a minute. If there's a head coach that I can pluck out there right now, me personally, if there's a head coach that I can just wave a magic wand and say, I want you on the Niners, and I'm going to send Kyle to that team and just make the swap. No if or buts, no contract, no nothing, no trade, nothing. Just a simple switch. Kyle for that head coach. You know who that would be? Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin will be the head coach that I would trade Kyle right now if I could. The guy doesn't lose games. Yes, I kind of contradicted myself because I said I wanted offensive-minded coaches, and he is a defensive head coach. But he is an exception for me. I like the way he's kind of old school, but new school at the same time. Players love playing for him. He is a no BS type of head coach. So if there was a coach that I could just swap Kyle with, it would be Mike Tomlin. No questions asked. Great question, Alex. Now, how much of Brock Purdy is Kyle Shanahan, though? I thought of Andy Reid, John, but Andy Reid never won a championship without a good quarterback. Andy Reid kind of falls under the same category as Kyle Shanahan. He's never won a Super Bowl until he found Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes' gift of playing the ball the way he plays granted those 3 Super Bowls to Andy Reid. Mike Tomlin can coach. He won a Super Bowl with Big Ben. And I'm not saying Big Ben was bad, but Big Ben is nowhere near Patrick Mahomes. Blair is love to play. Who is Coach Blair? You gotta give me the whole name, or I'm in a little lost there. Jose. What time is it? Charge. About an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to rant. Hey, kudos to the Rams. Jose, I love you for popping in. Jose Avila. John, thank you for popping in. Alex G in the house. Thank you for popping in. Who else? Symmetry 7, thank you for popping in. Ramley Ties, thank you for popping in. Daniel Cantu, Luis Moreno, Leslie Klinger, thank you for popping in. Papa J, appreciate you. King Mafasa. What else? Who else? David Williams. Fred Warner, thank you for popping in. Melissa Rebel, thank you for popping in. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, thank you for popping into the show and supporting the Niners Sickness. Make sure to hit the like button. Niners are 1-2. Rams are 1-2. And the Cardinals are 1-2. Seattle's 3-0. Sitting pretty. But it's still early. Once we get a lot of our players back, we should be fine. It would have been nice to be 2-1 right now. But through adversity, through hard times, let's find out what this Niner team is made of. Can they get their stuff put together and win games and possibly make it to the Super Bowl? Or will this be too much to overcome? We shall see. We shall see. Until then, I am your host, Niner Sickness. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for spending time your afternoon. We'll talk to you soon. God bless. Have a wonderful day. And remember, Jesus loves you. Peace. I'm out of here. Let's go. Niners.